And boys, we're back here with another college football ultimate team video. In today's video, I'm going to go position by position and give you guys who I think is the best card at every position. Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILL at checkout for 5% off your order. And we're going to start off right here with quarterback. And quarterback, I think, is actually a tough one because there's about 3 quarterbacks that I really like. Lamar, I still think deserves to be mentioned in this. I'm going to say Lamar is not going to be the option for us, so we're going to narrow it down to 2 players, and that is going to be Charlie Ward and Josh Allen. And I think there is a reason to use both cards. Josh Allen has the highest throw power in the game, hits some really great accuracies, and this is a card that does hit that throw accuracy threshold to get that dot ability, can get the magician as well. So I can see a really good argument for Josh, but on the flip side, we have Charlie Ward that is pretty much like Lamar with a little bit more throw power and a little bit better accuracies, but still doesn't get that dot ability. He is 86 speed, 88 acceleration as well. Charlie Ward is a scrambler, of course, can get the magician, and I think he can just run around defenses, and you saw it in the gameplay if you did watch it. He had a couple crazy runs for us. And at this quarterback spot right here, I will probably lean Charlie Ward just because I think he's actually more of like the meta style of quarterback. Again, that speed and acceleration is just so good. So at quarterback, we're going to go Charlie Ward. Can see the argument for Josh Allen though. Now we're going to go to the running back spot. I think this one again is, I don't want to say obvious, but I am still going to have Quinshon Judkins. Main point of Quinshon Judkins is that 89 speed. I mean, we're starting to get people that are running double theme teams as well. Potentially if you get a 50 out of 50 pro style with like an Ohio State or any theme team, this card could get up to 91 speed, which is actually crazy. And even at the base 89 speed, I still feel like he outruns everyone on defense. And he also does get the good juke and a good spin move as well. Hits over 85 for both juke and spin. But at the end of the day, it's really just that speed and acceleration. Now, what I will say is Bijan Robinson is a very close second. I thought this card played absolutely phenomenal, but Quinshon Judkins gonna be our #1 option. At fullback right here, I don't believe they even dropped a new fullback. For me, it is just gonna be Max Bredesen right here for Michigan. 80 speed, 80 acceleration, and pretty decent run block, impact blocking, lead block as well. I think he's actually like a true fullback. I wouldn't say to break the bank on the spot though. You have some good value of like Leo Kemp and also Alex Texa right here from Navy. And now we get to wide receiver where we can only have 3 options, okay? And this is tough. So I think the first 2, pretty obviously, Luther Burden with the 88 speed, the 89 acceleration, 5'11", 85s across the board for route running. And this is a card that can get things like the cutter, the takeoff, the beat press pro. Love me some Luther Burden. And obviously gonna have Desmond Howard right by him, basically Luther Burden 2.0 with 88 speed, 88 acceleration, and again, 85s across the board for route running, and also gets the same ability stack. Now, the tough part though is wide receiver 3. I think there are so many options. We have Garrett Wilson, we have Zay Flowers, we have Rome Odunze, we have Devontae Smith, we have AJ Brown as well. So this is where it gets a little bit tough in my opinion, man. Out the bunch, I thought AJ Brown played amazing, but I'm gonna rule him out because of his after the catch, like the lower juke and spin, but I think he plays amazing. Again, can see the argument for him. I'm gonna rule out Devontae Smith as well because you want to hit 85 juke or 85 spin to be really great after the catch. So that leaves us with Rome Odunze, Zay Flowers, Garrett Wilson. Rome Odunze not hitting 85 deep route running. I'm gonna rule him out. I am going to go ahead and go Garrett Wilson. Even though he fumbled recently in my gauntlet game, I'm gonna give it to Garrett Wilson. 87 speed, 87 acceleration, 85s across the board for route running, but has that 85 juke move. So yeah, like I said, man, wide receiver 3 is a complete toss-up. I think there are so many options right here that you could run. Now at tight end right here, I think this is a pretty easy one. It's Kyle Pitts, 88 overall Kyle Pitts, 86 speed, 85 acceleration. It's 85s across the board for route running too, which a lot of tight ends actually don't hit that like next level of deep route running. Hits 85. The only weakness of this card, I guess I would say, is he's not a crazy run blocker. In the receiving game, this card is absolutely amazing. Now we're going to go to left tackle, and what I'm looking for is a balance of stats. And highest overall, Laremy Tunsil is the best balance. I mean, also a little bit of an athlete too at the tackle spot, not the worst thing, but has a good balance of pass block finesse, pass block power. These 2 ratings right here, pass block finesse goes against the defender's finesse move rating. Pass block power goes against power moves. Also does have 82 run block, which is a little bit lower. Like if you wanted to, right, you could go to CFB.fan. If you're more of a runner, run heavy player, you can go ahead and sort this by run block, and you would see that Oh, Marquez Cox is actually the best player for your scheme, which he has 84 run block. Laramie Tunzel 2 lower. Again, I just thought he was the best balance. And at left guard right here, it's not going to be Cody O'Connell. It's actually still going to be 85 overall Logan Parr for me. Again, we haven't gotten like a lot of left guards, but I just think he has really good balance across the board of 82 run block, 85 pass block finesse, 84 pass block power. So I like that on Logan Parr. And at center right here, we did get a new promo Tyler Linderbaum that is close, but it is still going to be Jonah Monheim for me, 88 overall season 1 card. This card has 70 speed, 82 acceleration at the lineman spot as well. This time 85 run block, 84 pass block finesse, 88 pass block power. So again, just the best balance of stats. And now at right guard right here, we do have a new one. We are going to have Ben Powers. So Ben Powers, 72 speed, 79 acceleration for a pulling guard, not terrible. 85 run block, 86 pass block finesse, 83 pass block power. And then at the right tackle spot, Jonah did get an upgrade. He was our best right tackle before at this 85 spot, but it is going to be Rashawn Slater. Again, has the highest run block of 87, but also has 87 pass block finesse, 84 pass block power. So with that being said, man, let's go to the defensive side of the ball. We're just going to go left in, right in, defensive tackle, left outside linebacker, so on like that. At left in, I think it's a two-man race between Will Anderson and Jadeveon Clowney. I think Will Anderson's better. As you can see, he has 80 finesse moves, 87 power moves, and if we look at Will Anderson's card, right, also 84 speed, 87 acceleration. So he also has that excel advantage over Jadeveon Clowney, and I like the pass rush stats. I like the block shed as well, and he is someone that can get that quick jump ability, which I've been loving on the D line. At the right end spot again, we got some competition. I mean, Myles Garrett, Max Crosby, still really good, but it's got to be Kayvon Thibodeau with the 84 speed, 84 acceleration, 87 finesse moves, 84 power moves. Also has 86 block shed, 79 impact blocking. Now at defensive tackle, we are going to have two options right here. The first one, this card is crazy, man. It's very rare that I would say a 87 overall defensive tackle may be worth 600K, but Jalen Carter, man, I have played up against this card. He is just a problem, and I think it's this right here. The 83 speed, 87 acceleration at 6'3", 314. I mean, hello? Like, that is kind of crazy. He has high power moves, high block shed as well. I get the finesse moves and the impact blocking being lower, but I just think this card is just a beast on the field, man. And then at our DT2 spot, I think you have some options. I think it's between Mean Joe Green and also Christian Wilkins right here. Also honorable mention to Riley Mills. I thought this card played really well. It's either, do you want the speed of Mean Joe Green or like the big body of Christian Wilkins? And I'm gonna lean the big body of Christian Wilkins, man. I thought this card played amazing. 78 speed, 81 acceleration. This time 84 power moves, 83 block shed, 85 impact blocking. So I'm going Christian Wilkins over Mean Joe Green. But between 2 and 3, it's a toss up. You could go either which way. Now we got left outside linebacker right here, which this is an interesting one because it's, do you want a pass rusher or do you want a pass coverage player? Does depend on scheme. Just overall, who I would say is the best out this bunch, I'm going with 86 overall Micah Parsons. Now I will say this is kind of as a strict pass rusher. I mean, 86 speed, 84 acceleration, 86 power moves, 80 finesse moves, 85 block shed, 84 impact blocking. Now what you can also do with this card is he's 6'3", 241. You can user him too, but I mean, as a strict pass rusher, I think this card is absolutely amazing. And then we got the middle linebacker spot. We are going to have two options right here. Now I will say I think middle linebacker as a whole pretty weak. Like my top two options would probably be Roquan and Bradley Chubb, but it's like I don't even really like these two cards. The best two middle linebackers are Roquan Smith and Bradley Chubb, but I wouldn't play him here. I wouldn't, man. I think you have a lot better options potentially at left outside and right outside linebacker. People I would play over them in middle linebacker, Colin Oliver. I would also go Zaven Collins over them. I go Kyle Thornton. And my two biggest issues with these two cards is not hitting the 80 zone coverage. Like Bradley Chubb, you could chem it up. He's 6'4", 85 speed, 85 acceleration. You just need a strategy card to +1 zone to hit 80, and then I don't hate it. Roquan Smith, though, this would have to be like a user, and I don't even love this card as a user. He can move pretty well, 85 speed, 86 acceleration. But again, the one thing I don't like on the card is the lower coverage stats, which I don't even get why they gave him that. But yeah, that's what I would do at middle linebacker. Now let's go over to right outside linebacker. And at right outside linebacker, again, we got some great cards. I mean, Abdul Carter is a beastly pass rusher. Jack Campbell is a pretty good user. Same with Kyle Thornton. TJ Watt isn't the worst coverage player in the world, but number one gotta be Colin Oliver, man. I mean, this card is crazy. 86 speed, 85 acceleration, and he's 6'2". This card you can use in so many different ways. You can user him if you want. I don't love the lower agility and change your of direction, but he can also be a pass rusher for you. He's great in that role, but he also can be a great coverage player for you too. So just all out, just great hybrid player right here, can do everything. He has a role on any team. Now let's talk about corner right here. We are doing top 3 corners. At number 1, Will Johnson. This, in my opinion, is a difference maker on defense. 88 speed, 87 acceleration. He's also 6'2", great man coverage, great zone coverage. And he also has that play ball near aggressive and also big hitter on yes for a corner. Kind of rare. Now CB2 in the game, I am going to give it to Tacario Davis because he is 6'4". Love the height on DBs. 87 speed, 87 acceleration, 85 zone, 87 man coverage. This time doesn't have the play ball near aggressive or anything, but I think this card plays amazing. And now CB3 right here. We have Sauce, we have Pat Surtain, we have Aiden White as well. I'm going to rule out Aiden White. And in CB3, it's between Pat Surtain and Sauce Gardner. I'm going to slightly give it to Sauce Gardner, but I don't hate to take that Patrick Surtain played better. He's 6'3", 87 speed, 87 acceleration, 85 agility, 87 change of direction. Also 85 for both man and zone. And that's the reason why Sauce is going to be here instead of Patrick Surtain. I mean, you can see right here, he hits that 85 tier of zone. Patrick Surtain does not. He's more of a press man corner. Now let's move on to free safety right here, where free safety is absolutely loaded. I mean, Xavier Watts, Clinton Dix, Caleb Downs. Now, honestly, this is tough because I can see an argument where you like Caleb Downs number 1. And I think the argument for Caleb Downs right here is the fact that he's a balanced player. Like, if you run a hybrid defense, man and zone, this is the guy for you right here. Even though he's 1 speed point slower than Clinton Dix and Xavier Watts, it's really dependent on scheme, right? Like, if you man up your safeties a lot, this is the guy for you. But if you don't, and you run more of a zone-based defense, do you want Xavier Watts or do you want Clinton Dix? I think Xavier Watts is more of like a user player or a better user. I'm going to give the nod to Clinton Dix though. And the reason for me is 1 extra inch of height for specifically a top safety spot. I like the Xavier Watts physical stats more. For top safety, I'll take the extra inch of height, but again, you can go either which way right here. I think Watts, Clinton Dix, or even Caleb Downs can be argued. We're gonna go to strong safety right here, and honestly, there's really only 1 option. I think it's Gerard Holyman, and I don't even think it's close. I think this card is elite, and I think he's another difference maker on defense. I mean, having played up against this card, I mean, he's tracked down Judkins more than any card that I've seen. I mean, 87 speed, 86 acceleration, 85 agility, 87 change of direction, and this card also has great man coverage, great zone coverage, so he can also be a hybrid player for you as well. I think this card again is elite. And for the people that care, we're gonna go kicker and punter as well. 85 kick power, Jonah Dalmas right here, highest kick power in the game, also highest combo of kick power and kick accuracy. He's gonna be kicker number 1. And ending off the video right here, we also have punter, of course. Punter, we're looking for the highest kick power, so not gonna be Braden Mann. It's actually gonna be Jeremy Crenshaw or Tommy Doman right here. I mean, Doman has higher kick accuracy, so Michigan great, Tommy Doman right here, best punter in the game. So yeah, boys, that was my thoughts on the best player at every single position in College Football 25 Ultimate Team. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now, if you guys do want to go ahead and see me use these cards live on stream, been streaming here on YouTube and Twitch a lot. To watch on the YouTube, make sure to hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.